If you're hunting for a phone case that promises sleekness, protection, and perfect MagSafe compatibility for your iPhone 13 Pro, then PITAKA MagEZ Case might have caught your eye. But here's what surprised me. Despite its hype on premium aramid fiber and featherlight build, this case isn't all sunshine and rainbows. In fact, there are some hidden drawbacks that could change your mind entirely. So if you want to know the truth before you buy, stick around because I'm breaking it all down. The good, the bad, and the unexpected twists you don't want to miss. Here's the kicker. You might expect a slim case to give you bulk-free daily protection. But what if it ends up making your iPhone 13 Pro more vulnerable in ways no one is talking about? And what about that MagSafe magic everyone raves about? Does it really deliver a seamless charging experience? Or is there a catch? I'll reveal everything, including some quirks that almost turned me off this case. By the end, you'll know whether it's a must-have or a mishap waiting to happen. Now, if you're someone who values style but can't compromise on practical protection, this review is tailored to you. For minimalists who hate carrying bulky cases but fear dropping their pricey phone, this could seem like the dream case. But is it really? Stay tuned. Let me start with the story behind my first encounter with the PITAKA MagEZ Case. I was drawn by its promise of using 1500D aramid fiber, the same material in bulletproof vests. Naturally, I imagined my phone beefed up against scratches and slips without the thickness of a tank, a dream for anyone who hates carrying a brick in their pocket. I got my hands on the case, feeling the sleek 3D grip that claims to be non-slippery yet stylish. It even weighs a mere 0.8 ounces and measures just 0.06 inches thick. Sounds perfect, right? But here's where things got interesting, or should I say tricky. First off, let's talk about the build quality and design. The MagEZ case truly feels premium. The aramid fiber's weave gives it a unique, stealthy look that stands out from typical plastic or leather cases. It also boasts some clever cutouts on the top and bottom, supposedly to reduce bulk and maintain phone access. Plus, those raised bonded rings around the camera do a solid job shielding lenses from scratches. However, despite this, I noticed the case's minimalist design compromises protection in some impactful ways. The corners are not as reinforced as I expected, so if you're a classic Butterfingers who tends to drop their phone, this might be a problem. Here's a bit of a joke for you. Why did the phone case break up with the heavy phone? Because it was too clingy. Okay, that was lame, but the point is, this case tries to cling on without adding bulk, but sometimes being too thin is a double-edged sword. Moving on, if you're someone who's hooked on MagSafe accessories, the PITAKA MagEZ case boasts built-in metal strips that claim seamless compatibility with MagSafe wireless chargers. The promise here is that you can charge without removing the case. In my tests, the case did hold magnetically to MagSafe chargers and accessories like the MagEZ Car Mount Pro if you're driving. But, and this is key, it does not work with the older MagEZ Mount Chi. So if you're expecting universal MagSafe compatibility from this case, especially if you have accessories from earlier PITAKA product lines, you might face frustration. Also, a quick heads up for iPhone 13 Pro users. The MagEZ Case 2 variant is only compatible with the new MagEZ Car Mount Pro, not the MagEZ Mount Chi. This distinction could leave you stuck without proper magnet mounting if you don't have the latest car accessory. It's like buying a fancy key but finding out it only fits some doors. Not so magical after all. Now, despite the cutting-edge fiber and slick grip, its resistance to daily wear is a mixed bag. While the aramid fiber promises color-fading resistance and scratch protection, the reality is that it picks up greasy fingerprints and shows dirt because of its textured finish, requiring frequent cleaning. And here's the twist. Its excellent grip was less helpful when my hands were sweaty or wet. It could get a little slippery, which kind of defeated the purpose. So, if you use your phone heavily during workouts or rainy days, you might need to be careful. Let me reveal a quick paradox for you. Why did the minimalist phone case go to therapy? Because it felt empty inside. The PITAKA MagEZ Case's ultra-thin design is fantastic for low-profile fans, but it can make your phone feel more exposed, which might lead to constant worry about impact damage. Speaking of impact, I did a minor drop test from typical pocket height onto a hard surface. The case saved the phone from immediate cracks but showed scuffs and minor damage along the edges. The phone's screen, however, was left without a raised bezel to protect it, so a face-down drop could be risky unless you add a screen protector separately. That doubles your effort and cost if you thought one case would be enough. For those who love precise button access, this case nails it. The opened button cutouts make pressing the volume and side buttons responsive without that mushy feeling you get from some cases. The camera lenses are also well protected thanks to the raised rings. No complaints there. So, if tactile feedback and camera safety are high on your list, this case hits the mark. But here comes a funny dilemma. Why did the phone case refuse to attend meetings? Because it couldn't handle the pressure. The PITAKA MagEZ case might be slim, but it can feel a bit rigid since the aramid fiber doesn't offer much flex. That means fitting it on or off the phone can be a challenge, especially if you like swapping cases frequently. Now, who exactly is the PITAKA MagEZ case for? If you prioritize aesthetics and a lightweight feel over hardcore protection, and are a fan of MagSafe accessories, especially the new PITAKA lineup, then this case could be a very stylish fit. Minimalists who want to showcase their naked iPhone 13 Pro without adding weight will appreciate the design. Also, anyone who hates slippery plastic cases and wants something with a unique fabric texture will find this appealing. On the flip side, casual users who tend to drop their phone often, or those looking for more cushioned impact protection, might find this case lacking. Similarly, if you own older MagEZ magnetic accessories, your experience might be less than smooth due to the compatibility limitations. Budget-conscious buyers should also factor in the price. At about the mid to high-end range for phone cases, it's not the cheapest, but you pay for premium materials like 1500D aramid fiber and a slim profile. Think of it as investing in style and light protection rather than armor plating your device. Now, let's talk about user reviews because hearing from the community can give extra insight. On Amazon, the case holds a solid 4.4-star rating, reflecting mostly positive experiences. Many users praise its unique texture, lightweight design, and MagSafe compatibility. However, the most common complaints revolve around the slippery feel under wet conditions, limited compatibility with older MagEZ mounts, and less than ideal corner protection. So if you're swayed by community opinions, weigh these pros and cons carefully. In closing, the PITAKA MagEZ case is an excellent choice if you want a premium minimalist case made from advanced aramid fiber with neat MagSafe integration. But it's not perfect. It shines if you value slimness, grip texture, and precise cutouts, but might disappoint if you prioritize heavy-duty protection or universal MagSafe accessory compatibility. So, what's the final verdict? Don't let my title scare you. The PITAKA MagEZ case deserves a spot on your shortlist if you know what you're getting: sleek, lightweight, moderately protective, and uniquely stylish. But beware its quirks and compatibility limits before clicking buy. Here's a final joke to lighten the mood. Why did the phone case bring a suitcase? Because it was ready to cover some serious ground. Ready to grab your own PITAKA MagEZ case for the iPhone 13 Pro. Check the best prices on Amazon using the link in the description below. Prices change very fast, so don't miss out. And if you want a case that combines innovation with style, this might be your perfect match. Thanks for watching, and until next time, protect your phone and keep it stylish out there.